All right, guys. So I just wanted to check in with you guys a little bit. Some of you have reached out to me about the test. Hopefully, you've seen the review, the practices that I've given you. Those are all geared towards the new test, the test for this year. As you can hear my dog barking in the background. Format. So the format of the new exam of this year's exam. Okay, so this year the AP Calculus AB exam will look differently than you were expecting. As we're all on quarantine due to COVID-19, the College Board has decided to update the format and content of this test to fit an online testing format. So it'll be done all online. It's a 45-minute test as opposed to the 3+ hour test that it usually is. And it's only going to cover units 1 through 7. Now, units 1 through 7, we covered in class. Unit 8, we were starting on, but as you can see in the bottom, unit 8 is not going to be covered. So what's going to be on the test? Limits and continuity. Units 2 and 3 are differentiation. So pretty much just how to find a derivative. Okay. Number 2 is just the basics about derivatives, kind of the basic derivative rules, product, quotient, sum and difference, those kind of rules. Number 3 has to do with composite, which is chain rule. Implicit, dy over dx, when you have x's and y's mixed together, and then inverse functions. Okay. 4 is application. 4 and 5 are really application of differentiation. So how do we use the derivative? When we find things like maximum minimums, first derivative test, second derivative test, those types of things. Analyzing a graph for differentiation. The other thing is position, speed, velocity, acceleration, those types of things. That's covered in 4 and 5. And then 6 and 7 is really where we finish the year. Integration, looking at a graph, being able to integrate from a graph, a table, an equation, and then differential equations is the last thing we did, which talked about slope fields and stuff like that. Okay, so that's what you're going to be. Like I said, everything we've covered in class. So there's nothing we covered in, nothing that we missed that will be covered. Everything we covered in class. Okay, so what will the test look like? Well, there's going to be only 2 questions. Usually on this test, there are over 50 questions over 3 hours. This year is going to be a lot different because this is really an unprecedented event that has never happened before. Okay, so it's only going to be 2 questions. The first question is a multi-focus response. What does that mean? That means you're going to be doing things like a question that'll mix number 1 and number 2, number 2 and 3, number 3 and 4, stuff like that. They'll mix up units. We've worked on problems like that, and that's what I'm trying to find. That's the questions I'm giving you. The practice I'm giving you is stuff that mixes concepts. Okay, so this is going to be 60% of your grade. It's going to be a 25 minutes to answer. Okay, it'll cover 2 or more of the eligible units. And then the second question will also be a multi-focus free response. That's 40%. It's only 15 minutes to answer. So there's only 2 questions that are going to be used to grade. Okay, so some other info, since you're doing it on a computer, keyboarding, tip sheet, just knowing your computer pretty much. Just knowing your computer. Their program will have ways to do symbols and whatnot, so I wouldn't worry about that, but just knowing your computer. Calculators are allowed, but they're not required. This test will not require you. There will be no calculator questions. You can use one if you want, but you're not required to. So it'd probably be things like regular calculator type questions. You're advised to submit simplified answers. Always submit simplified answers. So when is the test? Well, the test got moved back. We were supposed to give it on the 5th, but now it's going to be on May 12th. It's going to be May 12th at 11 a.m. for us on the West Coast. So wherever you are in the world, this is the time you'll take the test. So there's another test date in June, but you have to get school permission to request that test date. So I don't know. I can't give you permission for that. That's for the school, and they have to request it through College Board. So our test date is May 12th. So a week later than we were going to if we were in regular session. College Board will be posting a practice simulation to get you used to using the program that they're going to use. So when that comes out, I will definitely pass that along to you guys. Okay, so a couple things. Pre-work, how do I study? Study, because as you're studying from home and we're not able to meet, how would you study? Well, there's a couple things here. Creating a space dedicated to where you study is always good. Okay, so finding a space, whether that's in your room or wherever you study best, wherever you can focus, that's a good thing to do. Organize your study materials. Obviously, have everything organized. Hopefully, you've been doing that throughout the semester. Set up a plan. Times for studying. Don't necessarily just say, "Oh, I have a couple extra minutes. Let me study now." Set up a plan. Every day, half an hour, 45 minutes. Have a dedicated time for studying. Decide on an accountability plan. How will you hold yourself accountable with the studying plan? So if you don't set yourself goals, give yourself some goals to do that. And then practice, practice, practice. Do as many practice problems as you can. I will be giving you problems to do, mainly free response, but multiple choice are also good because it's calculus. So doing calculus is better than not doing calculus. Albert.io, great bank of questions to use. Don't wait for me to assign them. Okay. Barron's is a great book to use if you want to order on Amazon or order it through Target. They're great, has extra practice problems to use. Okay. And then also, obviously, completing all assigned work on Google Classroom with these extra resources will help to prepare you for May 12th. If you have any questions, please email me. I've created some videos for some of you guys. I've created a YouTube page that I can post videos. I've posted some videos from that I've made, some videos that other teachers have made. Just please let me know. Okay, so here's our calendar. So obviously today is the 21st, so you are completing integration practice number 1. On Thursday, I'll give you integration practice number 2. Next week, differentials. And then starting next Friday, we're going to have online quizzes. Online quizzes are designed to prepare the types of questions that you're going to see. Okay, so they won't be very long. They're quizzes. Okay, so I'll post them and I'll give you guys more information as we get closer to that. And then the week of May 4th, you can see that we have a derivatives quiz on the 5th, integration quiz on the 7th. And then throughout that week, I'll give you practice tests just to kind of last minute thing on your own. And then the test is on May 12th at 11 a.m. All right. So I just wanted to kind of give this to you to kind of show you what we're going to do, how we're preparing for the test. If any of you guys have any questions or anything, please, like I said, email me and we can set up a time, or I can set up a video to do some practice with you. But I just want you guys to not get too don't overwork yourself. Just do enough. Okay. So if you just follow the rules, follow the advice that I've given you, you should be fine. And like I said, you're not alone. Okay. I know we're kind of quarantined right now, so we can't really meet, but I am here. So please let me know if I can be of any assistance. I will be frequently making videos like this, probably once a week, just to kind of check in on you guys. So, but I wanted to give you guys just some feedback because I know this is kind of getting to crunch time. We only have a few more weeks until the test will be out. Okay. So again, and have a great day.